Assalamu alaikum, bro. What's going on?
Wa alaikum salam, bro.
Hey, listen, I just need you to go ahead and, just talk to the people, introduce yourself, let them know what's going on. This is a segment I do every Tuesday. Like, you already know how I do. Losing the loved one to gun violence. You know, most of the time, we get the mothers on here to tell their story about their loved one and everything like that. But sometimes, you know, we rarely hear from the men. So I just want you to go ahead and talk to the people, let them know your story and anything like that. And I appreciate you coming on, opening up to the people.
Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. My name's Sahmir Sims. I lost my son, Lonnie Sims, back in 2017 up in Southwest Philadelphia. I saw him a week ago, a week before he got killed. He came to my house. We had a talk. You know, he hugged me, told me he loved me. That was the last word me and my son said to each other. A week later, my son was gone. And, you know, a lot of times people don't look at it and don't think it affect fathers, but it do. You know, it affect us just like it affect the moms because, you know, that was my son.
Right.
I watched him come into this world. You know what I mean? And then they had to bury him and put him in the ground. You know, like, it's devastating.
Yeah.
You know, like, his mom, I know she really going through it, you know, but I go through it as a father. You know what I mean? Especially to have my last conversation with him and just embracing and him telling me he loved me. And the last thing that we said was, I love you. And then he gone. You know what I mean? I can't hug him no more. You know what I mean? I got to go to the cemetery to go talk to him. You know, like, it'd be hard. Like, and people don't understand, like, it's a struggle every day. You know what I mean? Like, it's a struggle every day, like, to just get through your day. Like, people think, you know, like, some people say, oh, man, you'll be all right. No, you never going to be all right.
Right.
Like, it's going to affect you forever. And, like, you know, like, what I'd say to a lot, like you said, like, to a lot of young brothers out here, man, like, you know, y'all out here killing each other over nothing, basically. And then y'all, you know, y'all hurting innocent people on top of that. Then you hurting families. You know, like when you take somebody's loved one, you know, it's a effect. They got kids, and if they had kids, now their kids got to grow up without their father.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if a lot of these young brothers out here grew up without fathers, think about the effect you having on another child to have them grow up without a father. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, it's really deep out here, man. Like, it's really sad, man. And it's going to take a lot of brothers like us to really, like, sit down and get these young brothers to grasp on what they doing. Like, you ruin your life.
Right.
Over nothing. Over social media, beefs, and all that. Like, it ain't that deep, bro.
Let us know about your son. What type of person was he? How old was he? Did he have kids? I mean, was he in school? Let us know about him.
He had 3 kids, man. He was 24 when he got killed. He had 3 kids. And he was a good dude, man. Like, he wasn't none of them dudes out here just out here looking for trouble. He was laid back. He was like I am. He was laid back. You know, he just enjoyed life, like having fun. He loved his family. You know what I mean? He loved his mom to death. He loved his brothers. He loved his sisters. You know what I mean? He was about family. You know what I mean? Like, he was about family. Like, you know, I had a falling out with his brothers and you know, his sister, but he was the youngest out of them, but he always was one, like, listen, man, at the end of the day, that's our dad. Like, you know, he was always the positive.
Right.
And looked at things positive. He wasn't about, you know, whatever went on in the past. At the end of the day, you still my dad. I love you no matter what. You know what I mean? We talk about it, we get it over with, and that's that. And that's the type of dude he was, and he had a beautiful heart, man. Like, people always say, people say, oh, they'll give you his shirt off your back. That's what he would do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't no disrespectful kid. Or, like, if he seen the older person, he wouldn't walk up to him and cuss him out and nothing like that. He was just chill, man. Like, he was a good dude, man. Like, a good dude. That's all I mean. Like, when I say a good dude. Like, I loved how he grew up, and I loved the young man that he was becoming. You know, and it hurt that he couldn't continue his life over some nonsense, man.
Has your family received justice, or the murder still unsolved?
Murder still unsolved, man.
Dang.
Murder still unsolved.
It's been 4 years?
Yup, he got killed in 2017, man. In April of 2017, bro, and you know, it's still unsolved. And I know people saw what happened, you know, but you know how it is.
Yeah, the whole no snitching thing.
No
You can't be a
snitching
rat.
thing.
You can't tell.
Yeah.
Right. That's how it be.
Until it becomes somebody in their family. Then they want people to step up and tell, oh,
Right.
you know who did it. You know what I mean?
I tell people that all the time. Like, I mean, don't wait until your loved one get killed. I mean, you know, I go through it all the time with a lot of people in the city. Oh, you know, he telling, he a rat, he want to put people in jail. And people got to understand what I'm saying at the end of the day. No, do I want people to, hell no, I don't want to throw innocent people in jail at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? But you got some people out here who, at the end of the day, do not belong in society. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If you're going around, you shooting innocent women, you shooting innocent children, you shooting, killing people, you taking people's lives. Something has to be done with you. You got to be dealt with at the end of the day. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I understand now. We know how the streets go. We understand somebody shoot at me, you're going to shoot back at them. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But don't come crying when someone kill your loved one, right? When you watch your loved one doing all this destruction in the community, right? He on social media telling I'm a shooter, I'm this, I'm that. They hyping him up. Now when he get killed, it's like, oh man, damn. Oh man, that's messed up. He wasn't in the, like, what you mean? We seen he was in the stuff. Like, I see it all the time. You feel what I'm saying? We see what was going on, so how you ain't see it?
Because at the end of the day, like you said, if you causing destruction on the street and then destruction come to you, then, you know, like they say, karma, man. You know what I mean? Karma is real. And a lot of people don't think it's real. You out here doing wrong gonna come back to you.
Right.
Wrong gonna come back to you. Like, if it be you going to jail for the rest of your life or you get killed. But it's gonna come back. You know what I mean?
Once you make that decision to come in these streets, like, you mean, we know how it go. Either you're going to get killed, or you're going to get shot, or you're going to go to jail. Enough times to be like, you know what, I got to leave this alone. And that's the only way out of it.
Only way out, bro. Only way. And it's sad, man. Like I feel bad, you know, for these mothers out here, man, that's losing their kids and the little kids that's losing their fathers, man. And then these women getting shot. Like, it's like they don't got no picks, man. No picks. Like, and it's sad, man. Like, you know, like, you'll go up to a store and shoot inside a store knowing that women and kids is in there and don't even care.
Yeah, somebody just did that the other night. West Philly shot the little boy, 1-year-old. But like, and that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about, like stuff like that. Like, and you got some people who would think that that's cool. That's not cool. That's not gangster. That's not handling your business. Understand what I'm saying?
Nope.
When you handle your business, and you know, I take heat for this too, because you know, people tell me, oh, well, you be sounding like you telling people how to commit crimes. What I'm telling people is, listen, the people who sign up to be in the streets, right? If me and you in the streets, right? So, man, we in the streets, I call you every morning, yo, you got your ratchet? Yeah, I got my ratchet. Yeah, come on, you know, we beefing with such and such, right? If one of us gets shot because we shooting at somebody else, we signed up for that, right? These kids don't sign up for that. These kids ain't in the streets. These kids ain't got no business being shot. Understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. Get the person you want. Don't shoot in the store. Understand what I'm saying? I would rather you get the person you want, take them out of here, than you kill an innocent child. I'm just being real.
That is real. That is real. Like, I'd rather you walk up on him and get him than you shooting a block away, hit an innocent woman or an old a grandma or a child or something like that. Walk up on him. But they see they don't have that heart like that, bro.
Right.
They don't have it. That's why they shooting the way they shoot out inside the stores and stuff like that. Because if you really want to get that person, you gonna get them.
Right. Right. But at the end of the day, when you have these conversations, then you got people like, oh, well, you know, you promoting violence. You listen, I'm being real. At the end of the day, people know how to talk. I'm being real. We gotta have these conversations because it's going to happen regardless.
we going to be real because, you know what I mean? We come from that. We come from it.
We know how it goes.
No, exactly. We already know, bro. Like, but we not promoting it. We trying to tell them to stop doing what they doing because it ain't that deep.
It ain't that deep.
It ain't that deep. Like, y'all taking each other life for what? Man, we had a conversation at the thing. Like, when we were saying that who winning and who losing.
Right.
Remember? And we were saying, and we pointed out, I don't care how many lives you take. You could kill 15 niggas, right? You ain't winning. Because once you get behind that bar for the rest of your life and you 21, 22 years old and they telling you you going to jail for life, what you win? That's what you won, life behind bars. What kind of victory is that? Now you calling home trying to get people to put money on your books so you can eat. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's real. But you know, like, but they don't look at it like that way, man. like we said, y'all fueling these cops, the politicians, the judges, the penitentiaries. Everybody get mad. All they building these jails because they see the nonsense that's going on in our communities.
Yeah.
They like, you want to act like an animal, I'm gonna treat you like one, and I'm gonna build something for you to go to.
Yeah.
Point blank. You gotta want better, man. Like, y'all out here killing each other for nothing. For nothing, man. Like, it's sad, man, and it hurt me because, like, you know, I love my young brothers, man. Like, and I try to talk to them whenever I can and tell them, like, listen, man, the path you going down there ain't even cool, man. You know what I mean? Like my family I came up in, we had this conversation. Like, my brothers, you know, they've been in the streets. My oldest brother, he was a straight gangster from Carpenter Street from back in the day. You know what I mean? Gang War, Black Mafia. So I've been around that stuff. You know what I mean? And it's a blessing that he's still living to this day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ain't sitting in jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah, or dead somewhere.
Or dead, you know what I mean? And this is the type of stuff that he tried to talk about now. Like, man, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it at the end of the day, man. It's not. They gotta wake up, man. Like, and see, these politicians like the mayor and all of them, they trying to put a system and put things out there, but you need to talk to real people, man. You need to talk to real people like us and try to come up with a solution. All that stuff that y'all try to sit and strategize, that stuff ain't working. Because it's continuously going on. Until you sit down with real people that know, that's going to tell you realness, then you going to say, you know what? They got a good point. But
that's not going to happen because they don't want to be looked at like I was wrong the whole time. Understand what I'm saying? And that's what it is. If somebody telling you, look, we know what we talking about at the end of the day. Yeah, we don't have all the answers, but at the end of the day, the majority of this crime and this violence that's going on, especially we talking about this gun violence, right? Mm-hmm. Who else better to, you know what I'm saying, get involved than people who've been there, right?
That's right. That's right. Because we know.
See, you got some dudes, like I say all the time, you got some dudes just because they've been to prison, right? You might have been to prison for domestic violence. You might have been to prison for stealing cars, right? That don't mean you know about being out here in these streets, busting your guns and street life. Understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what we got to understand, too. A lot of people's like, well, I've been in prison. I can talk to the kids. Like, it ain't all about you talking to the kids. It's all about the kids talking to us, right? Because they always out here. They in the beefs. They busting their guns now, right? Understand what I'm saying? So we got to let them vent. And that's the problem. Like, we'll never let the kids vent. We always trying to tell them, don't do this, don't do that, put the guns down, go come here, get a job, do this. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't got nothing to give them. And that's what I tell people all the time.
You're right.
And then what you say is how you say it. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could have conversations with youngins all day, right? We know what the youngins into. I'm not wasting my time, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes of my time talking to a young boy, an old boy, whoever, any man or woman, right?
That's right.
When I know what they into, I know they're not trying to hear nothing I'm saying, right? So I'm going to focus on the person who I know I might could change a little bit, who I know is listening, who engaging me, right? Understand what I'm saying? That's what we got to start doing. A lot of people waste time with the nonsense they do it for the gram, they do it for likes and views. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing really changing out here.
Yeah. You're right.
We're not having these real conversations. That's what we got to start having, real conversations.
Like I had told two young sisters, and I go to Will personal development classes, right?
Yeah.
Two young sisters in there, and I told them, I said, I applaud y'all. So they was like, why you say that? I said, because for y'all to be as young as y'all are, to be in this class, I applaud you because there's a lot of young sisters out here that's not trying to get that. And that's what a lot of young brothers need to get. They need to get that personal development. And like you said, man, sit down. Like, you can't sit down and tell somebody what they need to do, get a job, and it's not like you said, because at the end of the day, you don't know what that person going through. Listen to what they're going through, and then maybe try to help them with a solution. Like, damn, you beefing with him over that? Man, it ain't even that deep, man. Let's see if we can cease that, man. Like, that ain't that. Like, come on, man. Y'all ready to kill each other over that?
Everybody's situation different. You feel
different, me? Man. Yeah.
And we try to talk to everybody and label everybody the same, and that's the problem. It's not working. That's what I'm saying, right? I done been like, that's why I don't go around talking to people. Hear me say this all the time. That's why I don't like going around talking to people like, oh, come talk to my kids. I got a program with kids. Like, I don't want to come talk to your kids because some of the kids that be in there, I talk to them on a one-on-one, right? They don't need the help. They don't need the issues. It's the other kids that you let doing what they want to do. Understand what I'm saying? But you want to keep focusing on the kids that you know ain't going to say nothing back to you because you don't want the confrontation, right? them the kids that's wilding out. They do what they want to do in the program. The other kids who sitting there, you know what I'm saying, want to be like, damn, I know I messed up one time. Like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really supposed to be in this joint. Like, I'm trying to do better with my life. Them the kids you want to keep. No, don't say nothing to them. Look at these kids over here. They wilding out. Like, come on with the nonsense, man.
Right. You right, bro. You right.
I see it all the time.
You right. And that's even in the school system.
Yeah.
Like, cause I work with kids, man, and like I check them all. I let them know. I let them know from the door. Like, and I keep it 100 when I tell them, like, at the end of the day, what I say to you, I'm not being mean to you. I'm saying it because I care about you. Right. If I didn't care, then I won't say nothing. You see what I'm saying? I had said that to one young boy, and he was like, I asked him that today. I said, you always used to think I was being mean. I said, now you understand why I say what I say to you. I said, because if I didn't say it, then you will get hurt.
Right.
And I was like, and I don't want to see you get hurt, bro. And he was like, you know what, Mr. Sahmir, you right. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you, like, you know, just keep it real with him. Like I tell him, I'm not afraid of none of these young brothers, none of these young sisters. I'm not scared of nobody. I fear law, and that's it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm not saying like I'm the hardest or ruthless person in the world, because I'm a good dude. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a good dude. Like, if you need to talk to me, like, you could talk to me. And if you ask me for my advice, I'm going to give you the truth. You know what I mean? That's what I'm about. And if any of these young brothers, they ever see me in the street and say, Dad, Mr. Sahmir, I seen you. Can I talk to you about something? And we talk, and you ask me for my opinion, I'm going to give it to you. Because I don't want to see none of these young brothers fail, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's people out here that want to see them fail. A lot of old heads out here, they don't care. So they going, yeah, young boy, yeah, get them niggas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We got to do better than that.
Because them the ones I'm talking about, because they ain't never did nothing, right? They never bust their gun. And them the ones I'm talking about went to jail for the domestic violence and the car thefts and all that, right? So the young boy like that, he been in jail. He know what he told me. He OG. Like, no, he's a straight flea. You understand what I'm saying? He want to see you shooting and killing and all that, because he ain't never did it. It's exciting to him because he's scared to do it. You understand what I'm saying? So we got a lot of that going on too. Like, a lot of these dudes, I see them out here. Like, I call them out all the time, run up on them if I see them out here saying something crazy to the youngers or whatever. Or if they out here saying something that they ain't got no business saying. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know you fraud. That's why I take a lot of heat from people too, especially on social media or if I see them in the streets face to face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of fraud and a lot of nonsense be going on. Man, we got to keep it real with not only, like I said, with the youth, with people our age too, because there's a lot of us into some nuts. You know what I mean? As well.
You're right. Like people feel like I always teach my 10-year-old son. I tell him like, listen, I said, you don't never have to prove nothing to nobody, because at the end of the day, it's about you. It's about you being who you want to be. Don't let nobody dictate to you who you supposed to be. Like, that's one thing I'm glad that I always was a leader. I never been no follower. I never follow behind nobody. Like, if I did anything, I did it because I wanted to do it. Nobody made me do it. I ain't try to do it to impress nobody. I did it because I wanted to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I never was the type of dude that needed the crowd to go do what I had to do. You know what I mean? I can go by myself. Like I said, I was never scared of nobody and never will be. You know what I mean? And I try to teach my son, like, listen, man, it ain't about being the hardest dude in the world. That's one thing my goddad told me, my god brother. He used to always tell us, a tough guy either end up 2 places, dead or in jail.
Quick.
And it's the truth. You want to run around and think you the toughest guy in the world, you're going to meet your match one day. Either you're going to get killed or you're going to wind up going behind them bars.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Pick. And they got room for you at either place.
Either place.
they definitely got room. They never sold out. There's never no vacancies, none of that. Like, that's right. They're gonna find somewhere for you.
They're gonna find somewhere for you. They're gonna find somewhere for you. And that's why I try to teach my son, man, like, to be an upstanding guy in this world, man, and be who you want to be. Don't let nobody dictate and tell you who you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? And I always tell him that. Like, son, you ain't gotta prove nothing to nobody. And like, I love the way my son coming up. He a good kid. He do good in school. He like anybody. Like, he don't disrespect adults. He don't even like me cussing. Like, if he hear me cuss, if he would have heard me cuss, he'd have walked in the room and popped me upside my head like, yo, Dad, like, what you doing? Like, he don't like me cussing. And that's him checking me, because he know I said I'm trying to get better at that. So if he could be all the way across the room and hear me cussing, come over there and hit me like, Dad, you said you weren't going to cuss, and I'd be like, you right. You know what I mean?
He got his head on right. That's a sign. Like, you know what I'm saying, you got to teach him early, and that's what I'm saying, because it was instilled in him early. Like, understand what I'm saying? Some families, you see their kids, like, we know, They tell you a whole rap song, don't even know their address. You understand what I'm saying? Cursing and everything. I'm like, damn, you see some of these kids in the playground, they 9, 10 years old. Everything is MF. You all like, what is your, like, it's crazy. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But some parents allow it, right? Then when they get 17, 18, it's like, oh, what can I do? What can y'all help me do with it? Help you do with them? Like, I'm saying, you've been letting the child do this for 17 years. Now you want to blame it on you want to blame it on the politicians. You want to blame it on the state or to my old DHS. I can't hit my kids. Like, come on with the nonsense, man.
And another thing I want to say on here, man, if there's a lot of women listening, like, no matter what you go through with your kid's father, if you bitter towards that man and he trying to be in his kid's life, let him be in his kid's life. Don't hold your bitterness and keep him away from his sons, because he gonna be able to teach them how to be a man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of times sisters get mad at the man. Oh, he ain't this and he ain't that, and then you making your child feel like his dad ain't nothing because you making him look like he's nothing. Right. You know what I mean? Like you know, I mean, there's some bad dads out here that don't want to be in their kids' life. I'm not talking about them dudes. I'm talking about the dudes that's trying to be in their kids' life, and a lot of women hold on to that bitterness towards that man and don't let him see his kid. Let him see his kids. You know what I mean? It may save his life and keep him from going to jail or getting killed.
And it's vice versa, the men too, like, because that's a big problem. You're saying a lot of men, live 2 blocks from the son or the daughter and won't say a word to him, right? Just because she don't want you no more. Yeah, I talk about this all the time. Like, I'm saying, you can save your child, but you so bitter because she don't want you trifling behind no more. Right. You ain't going to get in your kid's life.
Exactly. And you're right, bro. And that's like you said, and that's why I said I'm not talking about those that don't try to be in their kids' life. Because you, like you said, you got dudes out here that live right around the corner from their child and won't even go see them.
She said, what if what if the dad is one of these gangsters?
Well, that's a good point. You got to make that decision. Like, if he ain't teaching his son the right way, you got to do what's best for your child. That's just real. And I never would tell nobody, but if he not teaching his son how to be a real man, you know what I mean? And teaching him, like, you could teach your son how to be a gangster by protecting himself. Like, you know, like, when I say gang, well, I'm not going to say gangster. You could teach your child how to be a man and be able to protect himself without having to be out there with that nonsense.
Yeah.
Trying to impress your friends and doing stuff because of your friends and stuff like that. Like, so I would tell a mom like that asked me that question. She right. Like, you gotta do what's best for your child. If he ain't teaching your child right, and then you gotta think he out here on this nonsense, and you put your child in that car with him. Nowadays they don't care. They see the child in the car, they don't care. So mom gotta make the best decision for their child.
Yeah, but on the other hand, we're gonna talk about that side as well. Like, cause you know, a lot of women, they know what the father's into, they know what the men into, right? But they still lay down. And allow these men to get them pregnant, right? Mm-hmm. So if you lay down and you get pregnant by a gangster, like, your son ain't probably not gonna be an astronaut. Understand what I'm saying?
He's gonna be a gangster,
right? So we got to be real about it. Like, we can't just be saying, well, you know, I was trying to keep my son out the neighborhood and all, but at the whole time when we say starting a home, what's in your home? What is he watching in the home? What is he seeing in the home? It don't matter, regardless of where you live at the end of the day. Everybody in Philadelphia ain't out here shooting and killing. Understand what I'm saying? We all live in poverty. Yeah, we all live in the hood. We all live in poverty, right? So we ain't all out here shooting and killing each other. Exactly. So it got to be some of us that have some other issues going on, right? That's what we got to start talking about.
That's right. You're right. And like you said, like we all live in the hood. We live in a lot of situations, man. But one thing, like you said, it's about what you let your child watch on TV and what you letting your child be around. If he being around all that stuff, that's what he's going to pick up and that's what he's going to be.
Right.
Because you're allowing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're allowing it. You're allowing, if he just, you buying him guns and he acting like he's shooting people and stuff like that, you choosing the path for him.
That's another thing as well, the toy guns and all. Walaikum assalam, what's up, bro? Like, I was taking heat because, like, a couple years ago with some people in the city, they went to ran down on the Asian stores, to get rid of the toy guns and all that. I'm like, damn. I said, y'all want to do this for publicity. They told me, what you talking about? I said, y'all walk past all the black boys right there on the corner with the real guns to go in the store to tell the chinks, knowing the chinks, okay, no problem. It's like, that's easy work. Understand what I'm saying? Right. So how many toy guns is, you know what I'm saying, us as, you know what I mean, we know, water guns, whatever we give to the kids and all that. When they 1 year old, 2 years old, 3 years old, all they doing is shooting with the video games as well, right? Our kids on the video games. I told the mom one time, she said, damn, you make sense. Your son playing the video games since he's 3, 4 years old, 5 years. He's been playing for 13 years. He's 17 now. Every time he go like this, it just take him this quick to kill somebody, right? All day. That's all he doing. Kill, 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 kill. Yeah. So every time he get in an argument with somebody, what do he want to do? He don't have that joystick, right? He don't have that controller, so he gonna punch him, or he want to go get a gun and go kill him.
Yeah, you right, bro. Like, and that's why, man. Like, that's why we gotta have conversations like these, man. And we gotta continue having them, man, and keep pushing, man, because we might not reach everybody, but if we could reach enough, man, that'll be a good goal, man. You know what I mean? That'll be a good goal, because at the end of the day, man, like, you know, it started at home, though, man. Like, a lot of, like, it's nowhere in the world a 14-year-old child, you know what I mean? One thing my mom ain't played, you ain't had no privacy in her crib.
Right.
You ain't had no privacy in her crib.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like now, oh, he need his privacy. What privacy? Like, one day my son said that to me, like, Dad, you walking on, like, you don't lock no doors in here, dog. You don't pay no bills.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't get no privacy. When you get your own crib, that's when you get your privacy. But as long as you living under this roof, ain't no privacy.
I'm same thing like the cell phones.
I search his cell phone. The kids at the school gonna say, "You look at his cell phone." I said, "I pay the bill."
Right.
I pay the bill. He don't pay the bill. I do. Yep. I look at his text message, see who he texting, what he texting. I look at everything. Who texting him? If they send him anything, I'm looking at everything, emails and everything.
Right. We give our kids cell phones when they be like 5 years old, right? Won't check it, won't do nothing. When they 16, 17, they like, well, get out of here. It's my phone. What you mean? You've been paying the bill all this time.
Yeah.
I don't understand some parents when they like, well, I don't check my kid's phone. What do you mean you don't check their phone? That's where it's going down at. Right? Now when something happened, first thing I hear most parents saying, oh, the cop still got his phone. I want them to check his phone. Or now you want the cops to check his phone after somebody blew his brains out. Right? But we've been telling you check his phone before he got killed for years. You ain't never want to check his phone. Now somebody kill him. You talking about, oh, he got to check his phone. He still got his phone.
Right. Where was that energy at?
Right.
Where was that energy at? You ain't now. You got that energy. Like, you should have been.
Now you talking about check the phone.
Might would have saved his life. You know what I mean?
We always wait till after the fact. Then like, oh man, like we telling y'all all this now. Every time you see your loved one, when I say they posting pictures with their middle finger, why is a child posting pictures with their middle fingers up or simulating like they pointing a gun? Right. Like this your 15-year-old son on social media like this.
Yeah.
Mom in the picture with him like this though. Or the dad sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is my shooter, my little shooter. You're gonna be just like your dad. Dad in jail for 40 years.
Yeah. My shooter. Like, what? I ain't even raising my son like that, bro. I don't even want my son. I don't even tell my son none of the stuff I did. My son sees me for who I am right now. And that's what I want him to see. My dad a good dad. He cool. You know what I mean? We had fun. And that's what I want him to see me as. I don't discuss none of that with him. None of the stuff I did. Because he don't need to know that.
Right.
You know what I mean? He don't know I hustled or none of that. Because he don't need to know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Got some fathers you got some fathers who, I mean, that's what they do. They want to live through their sons as well because they've been in the street. You got some dudes who was about that life, right? And no, this your son, your nephew, whoever, your grandson, whoever, ain't got to be your child, your job. And I say this all the time. Us, we made it out. If you made it out, you still got a voice right now to talk. We obligated to speak the truth and let them know what's going on, right? That's our job. That's how you give back to the community as well. You make it out the streets. You let them know, like, no, you're going down the wrong path. I done all that. I'm telling you what's going on.
Like, I had a cousin, man, and I love him, and I always say he one of my favorite cousins, man, because, like, he went to jail, man. He was straight gangster, man. But every time he see me on the corner, you know what he used to do? He used to pull up on me and be like, get off the corner. And I listened, because I knew he wasn't playing with me. He like, if I come back around the corner and you on this corner, it's going to be a problem. I get in my car and leave.
Yeah, because he knew that wasn't for you.
Here come, pulling up on the corner again. What I tell you? Get off this corner, man. You think I'm playing with you? I get off the corner. But I knew he did it out of love.
Right.
He didn't want to see me go down that path.
He knew it wasn't for you.
Exactly.
And that's ain't nothing wrong with that.
It ain't.
We got some people who scared to be like, no, like, dog, this ain't for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't for you, I done had people tell me when I was, same thing, when I was young, yo, what is you doing? Make it out of here. We're like, all right, come on, man, I'm out of here. Like, get your little, where you get this from? Who gave you this? Make it out this corner, man. Get the hell out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I know how it go.
Yeah. And like you said, man, that was a blessing right there for people to do that to us, man. You know what I mean? But these young boys don't have it.
Yeah.
They don't have that. They don't have nobody coming. Family members. I'm talking about family members too. They don't have family members coming up to them like, yo, man, like, what's wrong with you?
Right.
They don't have that uncle that they fear, that know that if mom call them, it's gonna be a problem.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, she called my uncle. Oh, he gonna now he fear that uncle. They don't have that uncle.
No.
You know what I mean? They don't have that.
Because all the men want to do is say they scared, man. I don't know. He might shoot me, man. I ain't. Wait, come on with the nonsense, man.
You know what I mean? Like, listen, I tell them all day, listen, I ain't scared of none of y'all, man.
Yeah.
I ain't scared, like, because whatever a law decree for me, he decreed. So I ain't scared of y'all.
That's it.
Like, you could pull a gun out and shoot, and if a law don't decree for it to happen to me, it ain't going to fire, or you going to miss me. So, and like, at the end of the day, like, if I come at you, I'm coming at, like, I don't argue. I wouldn't argue with them. I just try to talk to them, man. Like I said, if they come in and want to talk to me, and they might, if they get upset with what I say, I'll be like, no, just listen. You ask me, if you ask me for my opinion, I'm gonna give you the truth. I'm not going to just ride with you and co-sign because you want me to co-sign.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to see your friends going to tell you what you want to hear, but I'm going to tell you the truth. If you come and ask me my opinion, I'm gonna tell you the truth. And that's why I tell my son, like, your friends, they're gonna tell you what you want to hear.
All the time.
But your real friends, they're gonna tell you the truth. Nah, man. Like, I had a conversation with a young boy in the barbershop, right? So I said, let me show you how easy it is and how idiocy some people are sitting in jail. So he's like, what you mean? I said, if your homie came to you and said, yo, man, I need you to ride with me. We're going to go kill this nigga. He's sleeping with my girl. And you get in the car with him with a gun and you go kill this person for sleeping with his girl.
Right.
A person that you wasn't even laying down with.
Right.
And then you go in front of a judge and the judge tells you you're going to jail for the rest of your life. For some cookie you ain't even get. You feel me? And he looked at me, he said, damn, I ain't even think like that. I'm like, see, because y'all don't. Y'all just react. I said, because let me tell you something. Much as I love my homies, can't none of my homies come and say, yo, man, this nigga banging my wife. I need you. Dog. Nah. Nah.
Man, niggas know I don't even get, what's up, Tree? Niggas know I don't even get into none of that. Any domestic, don't call me for nothing domestic at all.
None of that. None of that, bro. Like, don't even come knock on my door. And so, and like I tell him, I said, and you gotta watch the ones that always trying to come to you when they get in trouble, because you don't know if they started that trouble. Now you going out there jumping out for this person that started some nonsense, and then you go kill somebody or you get killed over this person nonsense.
You don't even know what's going on.
You don't even know what's going on. You just got his side of the story.
Because you always want to be down. That's the thing. Like, you got some people always want to be down in the graves right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't even know what was going on. Just jumped in the car, like you say, like I'm saying, just roll with somebody real quick. Oh, come on, what's up? We out. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Never made it back.
Never made it back, bro. Never made it back. They in the ground. And guess what? That person, they went on living their life. And don't take care of your kids. Don't make sure your kids got food to eat. You know what I mean? Making sure mom's cool. No mom's grieving. They don't even go check on your mom.
At all.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's what we like people need to, like, gotta wake up, man. Cause you ain't coming to get me for no nonsense. And I tell my son that, saying that, listen, don't run out there. If your friend, if I always tell him, your real friend is not going to bring trouble your way. Your real friend ain't going to try to get you to do something that's going to get you in trouble. Your real friend going to say, nah, man, we ain't going to do that. I mean, no, we ain't doing that. We doing this.
Yeah, and That's the corny friend. That's the sucker. That's the one everybody's saying the cornball.
Yup, that's okay. That's all right.
And that's where that's where the bullshit start. Where damn, you know, no, I ain't corny, no, fuck that. Come on, I'm out.
Yup. And that's why I try to tell my son, like, listen, see those ones out there that's want to be out there like that. They really just trying to impress people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They ain't trying to impress girls or their homies. And them same people that I always tell kids, them same people you trying to impress, when you get behind them bars, ain't none of them gonna put no money on your books.
At all.
None of them. They ain't gonna
all they gonna do is comment on the post when your family posts something. Talking about some free him and all that.
Well, that's my man. That's my dog.
Yeah.
Nah, put some money on my books.
Right.
Because I was out there riding with you. Put some money on my books. Make sure I'm straight. Or make sure my
kids cool. Yeah.
I mean, make sure my kids straight. Don't even worry about me. I'd rather you worry about my kids than worry about me. I worry about my kids more than you worry about me.
Right.
If you really love me, you know what I mean? If you really love me, like I tell people, man, when you get in that ground, people will tell you all day, oh, man, I ride for you. I love you, this and that. When you get in that ground, they forget all about you, man.
Quick.
They forget all about you. Family
out of sight, out of mind.
Family and all, man. They forget all about you. And it's sad, man. But they supposed to have all this love for you.
It's a sad situation, man.
It is.
But look, bro, I definitely appreciate you joining me on this journey. Any last words you got to say to the people and all that? I got a couple other people want to come on this journey, man. We definitely was a real conversation. We're going to do this again as well.
Thank you, bro. Thanks for letting me come on, man. Much
I appreciate you, bro.
Much love, man. And I just want to let everybody know out there, man, like, we got to get it together in our communities, man. You know, we need real men in the communities to stand up. Stop being fearful. Right. Stand up and take our blocks back, man. When we was young, the old heads ain't allowed that on our block. You come and shoot a kid on our block, man, you in trouble. You in trouble. And they need to get back to that, bro. We need to protect our community, protect our women, and protect our kids, man. And that's all I got, man. I love you, bro. Be safe, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Love you too, man. Walaikum assalam, man. We definitely gonna do this again, man. It was
yes,
real.
Sir. Yes, sir. Thanks,
Be safe, bro.
Peace.